They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with it. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, yeah. They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with it. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, yeah. Yeah. They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with it. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, yeah. They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with me. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, yeah. A song like this, I wish I had my brother Adam on it. Rest in peace, little damn. Oh, I had a moment. Back up on it early in the morning, like them want me. I was married to the game, but now I'm getting alimony. Holy matrimony, cause the slider make that macaroni. Pull up to the club on a horse and with a saddle on it. Hot as Arizona, cause the feds got the cameras on me. Riding with Chiquita for the muckets, I'm a academic. I don't gotta see the snakes, y'all we put a rattle on them. I can handle problems, so I guess that's why he pile them on it. Try to Tony, homie, like his life don't matter, don't it? I ain't never been a snitch, the whole city vouch for me. They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with it. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, yeah. They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with me. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to episode 8 for I Do It From My City. I am one of your hosts, Ronnie Works, and these are my co-hosts.
Driller the Beat Killer, what's happening?
Yeah, CEO D, man, what's going on?
All right, y'all. Today we have a special guest. We have our second female on the podcast.
Give it up for that.
Give it up.
Just on the second female for this
second female. I'm so happy that I'm, not the only one with some estrogen in the room today.
Exactly.
Give it up for Miss Tara J. Tara J. How you feeling?
I am so blessed to be here. I'm just excited about this. This is, y'all took me back with this one right here.
Definitely an honor for you to be here.
I needed it.
You're a legend.
Yeah.
Definitely a legend.
Definitely.
So you had a question for us.
I do, because it's been on my mind since I talked with you. Like, why did y'all choose me to be here?
Because you are a legend.
Yes.
And that's what this podcast is about. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna highlight people from the city that actually made moves and made an impact on the city.
Movers and shakers.
And outside the city too, but this season 1, so we're going to focus on the city season 1.
Okay.
And you're definitely one of the people that made an impact on the city. So
okay. Well, I appreciate it. I just want y'all to know it really feel good to be acknowledged for the work, because sometimes you feel people just ignore the things that you've done.
Right.
I've been the first so many different times that I want y'all to know what I did.
Exactly.
So I appreciate that.
For sure.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
Okay, so since you want everybody to know what you've done and your accomplishments, so let's start from the beginning, because we were talking before the cameras came on, and you kind of gave us a little insight on how things started. You were originally, before all of this started, you were a correctional officer.
Yes, I was a correctional officer working at the prison. I moved up the chains really, really fast. Once I got serious about my career, I moved up real fast up to unit manager.
Okay.
And during that time, moving up so fast, it's a lot come with that.
Right.
I'm Black.
Right.
I'm a female.
You were younger.
Got gold in my mouth.
Yeah.
I got a past.
Yeah.
So some stuff came with that the
Right.
white people just did not like.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
You had a target on your back.
They didn't understand how I could move through the prison, and the inmates respected me. They respected me because I learned so much from the streets. that I
Right.
took that and I took it to the prison system. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got these gangs and people that's in gangs. So what do you do with the gang? What's one thing about the gang? They don't want you to mess with their money, right?
Right.
So I go in there, Hurricane James. I'm taking the everything. Your canteen, your money, everything.
Yeah.
I need y'all to stop making these inmates check in. I need my unit clean. They the one who got me promoted.
Oh,
So I
wow.
took all of that to the prison system. And the inmates respected me. Because if not, I'm taking everything. Y'all ain't making no money.
As you should.
When I come on shift, it's over. So they
You
knew
ain't
that.
play.
So they knew that. I found out who the crown holders was, and they respected me. And I moved up. And the warden told me, I don't know what the hell James doing down there, but let her keep doing it because she's keeping my prison safe.
As you should.
I'm talking about she getting them boys hell.
Okay.
Hell.
Oh,
Okay,
as you
they'll
should.
tell you right now. Like, I couldn't stand you.
You was shaking
You know
them,
what I'm saying?
shaking them
So,
down when you walked through.
Yeah,
So
boy.
that's one of the things that I learned. I took that. But, you know, like I said, I took that and the inmates respect me. But then, you know, the staff and the supervisors, they didn't understand me. Oh, she dirty. Oh, she bringing in stuff. So it became that stress on me. So then as I moved up, I had more people to worry about, you know. So it was hard, you know, but God moved me out that situation. I got terminated because of lies by one of
Sound
the
about
white
right.
officers.
Sound about right.
So, you know, it was all good. And then I
Right.
started my journey in entrepreneurship. So it was all
So
good.
tell us how that started, because that's a story within itself.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So,
give us the rundown on that.
yeah. So just while I was out, like I said, you know, once I left the prison, I just, you know, sat home for a while trying to figure out what I was going to do. I didn't trust anybody to go to a new corporation because how they
Right.
treated me
Right.
after everything I'd done. So I'm like, dang, what's up with this? So then, like I said, I met Cap Gutter. He was actually an inmate in there. So when I seen him, he was out. He was a promoter. Back in the days, they had a club downtown. I cannot remember the name of it. But he was the promoter on Thursday night. So he was doing a show with Midget Mac, one of the reality personalities at that time.
I remember.
So he was like, he needs some investors. So, you know, I had a little bit of money back then.
Right. You said you were retired.
I was retired
You know what I'm saying?
myself.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
had a little
yeah.
money back then. So I gave him some money to invest, but I didn't go because I wasn't interested in that.
Right.
So when he had the show and he came back and I didn't have no money, I'm like, wait a minute.
Where my money?
Where my money at? So he was like, oh, this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, well, I tell you what, I'm coming next Thursday and I'm going to be there. So I'm there. So I ran the door and stuff like that. And as I was at the door, I'll never forget it. Bezo, the block, he was coming through. He was rapping at that time. And he was like, hey, I want to rap. I said, what do you mean rap? Because I don't know what's going on. He says, well, I want to come in. I want to rap. And I said, okay. He said, how much it costs? I said, how much it costs? So I went and asked Cap. I said, somebody asked me about rapping. He said, oh, let that nigga rap then. What do you want to do? I said, well, he want to pay us to rap. And it was me, Cap Gutter, and it was J-Rock. J-Rock, we all was partners. I was the only female, just like you.
Right. I'm always the only girl.
So once I got in it, you know, I was like, well, if they're going to rap, let's just get everybody, you know, to come in and pay and rap. And they was like, well, okay, well, let's do that. And at that time, 1900 block was
I
hot.
remember.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, let's get them, you know, but for the next time we let Bezo rock and everything was fine. So I said, let's just do a whole night for artists. We get 1900 block, they'll bring everybody in. That's more money coming in because they're going to want to see the whole Sugar Hill going to be here. I said, we get them a bottle, we put them in the back, I fix it up, the decorator already in me back then, not realizing that's what I was forming like.
Right.
You know, so I said, we just make them feel good. So we did that. And they came, you know, and after they came, everybody started coming.
Okay.
So being the only female, everything was going good. But, you know, the night started building and you already know when you start making money, you know.
Here come the BS.
Here come the bullshit.
Right.
I don't stop cussing, so I'm trying not to cuss. So they just slowly started getting on my nerves. And, you know, I just let J-Rock and Ira have it. I said, I'm out. You know, I'm going to do my own thing. Okay. So, you know, I'm like, I'm gone. So
So how long were you doing that? Because that was a whole movement.
Yeah.
You know, within the city, within itself. Like y'all had support, y'all had pretty much the backing of the city. So how long were you a part of that before you decided to go home and do your own?
We probably did it for about a year.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything was going good, you know. But like I said, when the money comes, that's when the BS start.
Right.
And so when I saw the passion, I knew how I was hurt when I left the prison. I had done so much for the prison system. And I'm like, look at these guys. They come in here, they rap, they got the music, they really want to do it. I said, I'm going to do an award ceremony. Okay. Well, let me back up.
Yeah.
So when I started Go Hard Entertainment, my friend from Chiefland, he drives trucks. He used to always call me Go Hard because I'm always trying to do something.
Right.
So then I started Go Hard Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So Cat said, you can't do that. I said, why not? He said, first of all, that's Derek Walker's name. I said, well, I don't care. It's my name now. I'm Go Hard. He says, you can't do that, Tara. I said, well, I don't care.
Watch me.
Right.
Okay.
So Facebook came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm the type of person, I don't like to jump in something that I don't really know what I'm doing.
Right.
I have to figure it out,
Right.
you know, but when I
Right.
do it, it's going to be right.
Mm.
You know, so when I jumped into it, I created a Facebook page called Go Hard Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So it just said Go Hard. Nobody knew who I was. So at that time, you didn't
Sometimes
have
that's
to.
the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nobody knew because how the guys treated me. I said, I'm just going to come in hard. So I promoted like, they don't know I was at work promoting my behind off. And I'm just constantly repeating the same thing over and over again. I'm posting all day long, every 7 days a week. And it was like, you know, I'm doing a lot of rap shows. I'm posting everything. And it was like, well, dang, who is this? Who is this? And so everybody really started just liking my stuff. So nobody knew who I was. So then SG, and I did that for about 4 months. By that time, I think Angelica, she was a semi-promoter at the time.
Yeah.
She was trying to holler at me because she thought I was a dude.
Oh, man.
She in my inbox.
Why you
I tell her all the
did
time,
it?
girl, you was trying to holler at me. She said, no, I wasn't. I said, she was.
Why you did it?
So nobody knew.
Uh-huh.
And so when I did come out and I was out and they knew who I was, everybody was like, that's you? Like, so Aunt P at the time, so she said, so Tara, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean? He said, you posting a lot of stuff on Facebook, but what are you? I said, I don't know. He said, well, you need to figure it out.
Yeah.
He said, you just on Facebook. You going hard now.
Yeah.
You promoting everybody else's event. Well, what are you doing?
You creating a buzz.
I said,
you're
I
not
didn't-
doing
I
nothing with the
didn't know.
buzz.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
I didn't
just the
know.
baby steps. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
once he
Right.
said that, I was like, I got to find my place.
Right.
And what better thing? I couldn't rap. I was too old to rap.
Oh,
I
God.
couldn't sing. I
Right.
couldn't dance. Dang sure can't dance. So I'm just like, well, I'm going to create a platform.
Okay.
So I'm starting to tell everybody that I was going to do the Go Hard Hip Hop Awards. Girl, you can't do that. You ain't even got enough clout in the city to be doing that.
They gonna always tell you that, baby.
Even Amp, I'm talking
Yeah.
about even Precious was the
Right.
other female promoter at
Yeah,
the
she
time.
was a female promoter.
Yeah, she's from Ocala. She was a
Yeah.
female promoter, and her name was heavy in the game at the time. And she was like, first of all, and she called me. She said, first of all, you ain't been in the game long enough to do it. She said, you can say you doing it, and she says, no offense, but you just ain't been in here long enough. You don't even know how to do. Girl, do you know what you doing? I said, no. She says, Tara, nobody knows you. I'm like, damn. And
That
I'm like,
stung
okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, okay. So I'm going to show them.
Show you.
I'm going to
Right.
show them. So
Got
I
to show
had
you.
about 3 or
Right.
4 girls from my job, and I told them about it, and they was like, well, Tara, I'm with you. Whatever you want to do, let's do it. And I said, okay. I said, I want to do this. I want to call it the Go Hard Hip Hop Awards 352.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get the people here. So I looked up the website, got the website where people go and vote.
Okay.
So now what I got to do? I got to go find the people.
Right.
So I
Right.
got in my little car,
Okay.
and I'm all in the whole 352. I wrote down all the cities, all the counties, everything. I got in my car and I went down there. I'm all in Dade City.
That's how you
I'm
do
all
it,
in
though.
Eustis.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Ira called me, you is crazy. You can't do that, Tara. Come on, them people ain't gonna respect you. Them people ain't coming out for you. Come on, what's going on? And I said, listen, I'm doing this. Either you're gonna support me or
Right.
you're not.
Right.
And he started calling me Tara J. So that's how I got my name. Let me say that he gave me my name.
Please
Okay.
make that be known.
Yeah.
We don't need no kind of
Right.
confusion.
So once I got out, I started meeting like Tony down there and a couple other rappers. I can't remember their name because it's been so long.
Right.
I started meeting all the artists. SG would do showcases. So a lot of people would come from Ocala. Everything. He used to do it called Made Mondays, Mic Check Mondays. Made Mondays, and it was Mic Check.
Okay.
So that's when, all the rappers, Tom G, Frank Lennon, he'll have a celebrity come at least once a month, but everybody was there. We had George Floyd back in the days. Like, these people was hot for real in the city.
Right.
So I had to be in the places. So I'm in the clubs. So I'm everywhere.
Right.
And we traveling and we just went from city to city. And then I had to find a venue.
Right.
So I went to the Florida Theater because that was the only big club we had at the time.
Right.
And so I talked to Derek, and it was a Spanish guy that owned it at the time. I said, hey, I want to do the hip hop awards here. I said, I think it's going to be big. Okay. He was like, well, okay, Derek, whatever. Nobody believed me. He said, well, I said, how much is it going to cost? He said, we're not going to charge you nothing because it's on a Sunday. We don't even, do money.
Right.
Do events on Sunday. He said, I tell you what, we'll do a split. We'll do 50-50. We'll have the bar. You do 50-50 at the club. Just get them in here. Let us know. I said, what time? He said, start at 7. You in at 12 o'clock because it was Sunday. You couldn't drink
Right.
after 12.
Yep.
Right.
So I said, okay. I said, I got it. So put the votes up there, put everybody's name. People can actually go to the site and put who they want to
Yeah.
nominate and stuff like that. We had so many different categories. It was just like an actual
Yeah.
award show. So decorating was in me.
Right.
So we got the trophies. We had the little mic trophies. I meant to bring it today. I forgot.
It's okay.
But
We'll add it to the reels. We'll get some pictures in the reels.
Right.
Yeah, you good.
So we had the microphones and everything, and I had the final touch. I talked with this guy. I said, hey, I need a red carpet. And I had people sponsor the event. Let me tell you something. I promise you. I put that red carpet on the side of the road. At the time, nobody wasn't doing this.
Right.
Let's be.
Right.
That's when I'm the first.
You
Fact.
pioneer.
Fact.
You're pioneer. You
She
paved
did
the
that
way.
first.
You did.
Yeah.
Tell them,
We
Drilla.
gotta
Yeah, she did
let
that
it
first.
be
Now y'all
known.
tight now.
Yeah, everybody else told you couldn't do it.
So I had the red carpet. I can't remember how we sold tickets. I can't remember. All I know is we sold tickets. I know
Yeah.
I didn't do Eventbrite. I think I had them in the store. We had hard tickets back then.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
I don't think it wasn't. Was it?
Right.
Eventbrite wasn't really.
It wasn't
good.
there.
You had to have a ticket.
Yeah.
You had to have a ticket.
You had to
Yeah.
have one.
And so I had the red carpet and I had the backdrop. And
Okay.
listen, just the red carpet and the backdrop alone. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was a nice
Yeah.
touch.
It was nice.
It was
I'm
nice.
talking about them boys from Ocala, Bezo, all of them. They come, not Bezo, I can't think of his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But the guys from Ocala, they came in limousines. I'm talking about they was pulling up. Like, it was like we were at the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Right.
Yeah.
At that time, I think I gave Condition Red acknowledgement because they were the only one in the city who had made a song that where they almost had a deal.
Oh wow.
And I had honored I think AMP as well.
Okay.
Because he made the song The Squirrel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That was off
the movie soundtrack.
the Booty Call
Yeah.
soundtrack. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's the opening song too. The Booty Call.
Yeah,
is
when they
nice.
went in the club on that one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to my
Yeah.
brother AMP. Yes.
I know
Shout
that.
out, shout out.
Man,
Shout out.
So I had to acknowledge them because
Right.
we can't talk about the new without,
Acknowledge
honoring
Yeah, you
them.
got to.
Oh, and that was the whole purpose of doing the awards because I wanted everybody to feel like we made it. Like all the work that they were doing wasn't just BS. It was something that they can say, hey, I got this award and, my name on it too, that, Tara J did this for the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was just really, really nice. And we just had a good time that night. I mean, we had people calling in, that would come up and present the award. It was like the BET.
Right.
They would come up. I gave them the list of the winners. We tallied them up the day before. And so we did announce it. They came up and got their award. We had such a good time that night.
Yeah.
That was literally one of the first because we talk about the other award shows, like we just went with Corey Thomas, but his inspiration was your award show.
Yeah.
So you really like created a lane that we really didn't have in Gainesville.
Right.
To give, artists, their recognition because like let's be honest, like they don't really support local artists here.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
You already know how that go though.
Yeah, you already know how that go.
Definitely know how that go. But I did it. And I think, like I said, so I'm going from being faceless on Facebook to doing the whole hip hop award.
So how did that make you feel? Like, did that light a fire under you to do more? Did it make you hungry?
That next day, like Facebook was on fire.
Yeah.
Like
I was younger, way younger, couldn't attend, but I remember the pictures. I remember Facebook going crazy over that award show.
Everybody was talking about the good and the bad.
Yeah, of course.
Who won and who didn't win. And I had Dade City down here, Leesburg, the whole 352 was in our city.
Yeah.
And that I think it was bigger than the award because we brung so many different people. Because when we think of 352, we just think about Ocala and Gainesville.
And it's more than that.
It's more than in Lake City, and that ain't even 352.
Right.
That's 386.
Right.
So even they were here mad because they didn't have an award and they couldn't participate because it was for us.
Yeah. Right.
But we brought so many people together that are, and I look now, some of them are still, working with one another.
Right.
And I was just like, I couldn't believe I did that. And I think that's what put my stamp on the city. Like my face was gated in. I could go anywhere.
Shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
It was.
Definitely.
So go ahead.
So let me ask you this. I want to ask you about you, right?
Okay.
You're talking right now about what you did, but I want to know more about you. I heard you say earlier you were from New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know more about your upbringing because I want to get to the point because I feel like you a hustler.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to know where that hustling origin start for you.
You know what's crazy? I come from a 2-parent home. My mother was the type of mother, you a mom, you go to work, you come home, you fix dinner for your husband. That's it.
Right.
All this entrepreneurship, she doesn't know anything about that. She doesn't, she's just now understanding, why I do what I do.
Right.
I think it came from my husband. I married my husband when I was in my 20s. And he was in the game. At the time, I was a dope deal girlfriend. Everybody knew me, and it felt good. Isn't that crazy? And it felt good.
The clout.
Yeah.
The money,
And I think the clout, the fame, the streets, the money, it kind of, I got a little taste of it. And being acknowledged at the time wasn't too bad. I was, kind of popular anyway because I came from New York. I wasn't from Florida. I ain't one of y'all for real.
But don't throw us up under the bus.
So I came from New York, so everybody knew, the terror from New York.
Yeah.
So, but when I started dating him and I started seeing how he was moving, how people respected him, I don't think the dope game attracted me. I think just a matter of respect.
Okay.
And then I had something in me that wouldn't let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Even at the prison system, when everybody, turned against me, I went harder because I knew I know how to get there.
Right.
And I guess because people always counted me out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that burned that fire in me.
You was
I was the baby.
The underdog.
Yeah, I was the
Yeah.
underdog,
Yeah.
So I that's right, the underdog. That's exactly what it was. So when I'm watching all of this, it's just built something in me. Of course, some decision I made when I was younger, I wish I hadn't. But, as I grow older, I can move and try to, direct my kids to do better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because like I said, I've been watching and hearing about you for so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's finally, a good thing to actually hear your story in person right now.
Yeah.
With more details too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And to be honest, that just made me go back to seeing how you was working with AFAB and how your drive was behind like pushing him and making him a priority artist in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could get
He
that where that
definitely
come from.
was.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
definitely was.
Like she was behind him, but like I said, shit happened.
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, hey, it's AFAB, bro. Little bro don't know how to stay out of trouble, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I got a lot of slack in the city, behind him, you
What
know?
you mean?
Yeah.
Cause like I felt like they felt like, well, I ain't gonna lie. We was that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, our name was ringing in the streets. And
Definitely.
I would say some of the art, and I wouldn't work with nobody else.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know, and I think that hurt a lot of people because how you go from putting on the 352 for the whole city to now you just get behind this one artist who don't even want it for real. And then we're out here doing this and you know, yeah, they mad. Shoot. Go ahead. I know you finna say something.
I
Tell
wasn't
the
finna say nothing, but it be like that though.
But let me ask you this: out of all the artists you came across because you were doing your thing, what made you choose 8th Ave?
Well, actually, he chose me.
Okay.
So he heard about me when he was locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I was out. You know, I got with Tank a Million at the time, him and the Juice Squad, and I was kind of promoting them for a minute.
AKA Juice Youngin.
Juice Youngin, yes.
Shout out Juice.
That's right. Shout out to him. So yeah, I was, you know, managing them for a while because me and Trickster, which was Juice Youngin's uncle,
Yeah, that's my
we
boy.
were friends. He did the
shout out
music.
Trick.
Shout out
Yeah.
Trick.
Okay.
Shout out
So
Trick.
we
Yeah.
were working together, and so he's like, "I want you to manage my nephew."
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I got into it. So I think when they see me with Tank, and then how when Tank go do shows, like they deep, they coming 60, 70 deep.
Okay.
Anytime, wherever he gonna be, they coming.
Okay.
And he heard 8th Ave must be heard about me in prison. And when he got out, he came to my house. And he was like, "Hey, I want you to manage me." I'm like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like, "I don't know. I'll see." He was telling me about who he was and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I said, I'm doing, back in the days, we used to have the crab festival.
Yeah.
When it used to be a real crab festival,
Right,
organized.
Right.
Right.
So at the time, you know, I'm always trying to find somewhere for these people, these kids to, you know, perform, artists to perform.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, we're going to do it at the Crab Fest. So I had got a truck trailer. I made a stage out of it.
I remember that.
You do?
I do. A lot of the
Yeah.
stuff you're talking about, like I remember. I didn't know you were behind a lot of
That's
that
me.
stuff.
Yeah.
I remember
That's
that.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
shit.
we had the truck trailer out there. That was the stage.
Okay.
And again, people paying me to come perform.
Mm-hmm.
And so Abe was like, let me go up there. So he got up there. By this time, Amp's down there because, you know, Amp really got behind me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I needed that because there's a lot of things I didn't know. So he sort of mentored me. So when we had this artist showcase at the Crab Fest, he was there. And I said, Amp, this guy here want me to manage him. He says, what? He said, where you from? I told him from. He said, I don't know why he want me to manage him.
Mhm.
You know, we did it with Tank and stuff like that, but I can't even remember what happened with Tank, but we just ended up parting ways.
Okay.
I said, but I don't want to do this. You know, it's just too much for me.
Right.
And so he got up there and he performed a cappella. I just ain't never, he got up there and
Like the music was done. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody, if you were getting something to eat, you stopped and you
Really?
looked at him
Really?
to see who is that
Mhm.
acapella. He going hard.
Wow.
I'm talking about, why you ain't tell me my shirt bust open?
They can't see it past the mic.
Okay. Everybody tell me something. But everybody just stopped to hear him perform.
Mhm.
And he went acapella for like 5 minutes.
Right.
So that's what made
Wow.
that
And
impact.
I'm look, Em said, sis, you better get him.
Snatch him up.
And I got him.
That's your order.
Yeah, that was my we locked in that day.
Mm.
And how
That's what's
long
up.
were you managing it?
I would probably say about a year or two.
Okay.
Probably a year or two. Consistently for a year. I think we built up momentum. We was
Yeah,
everywhere.
y'all was everywhere. I'm talking about she was posting crazy, whatever they had going on. Yeah.
Really?
We on shows, Plies, Jeezy. Anybody come to the venue, they calling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if I want to perform, so we everywhere. We Tampa, Clearwater, Day City,
You was out there.
Crystal River, wherever it was a show, we was there.
Okay.
Yeah, and everybody, and we had a photographer, so that was the thing. We was branding him all the way. Like if you Google him right now, 8th Ave logo, he's popping up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And he's popping up with me. So yeah, we did that for about a year, and then he got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he got out, he made he got out of prison in the parking lot. snapping, acapella,
Same thing.
rapping
Oh.
in that video. I think that video went viral. And I'm just like, let's go to work. But while he was locked up, I had been talking to people like, hey, I got this artist. He's coming home. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that.
So you was still working.
I was
yeah.
still
Oh,
working.
He was in
She was
incarcerated.
backing him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was still practicing just because he was locked up. I didn't forget about him because I already knew,
He was coming.
what he was coming home and what we was gonna do.
So what made you not work with any other artists?
I just feel like it takes a lot of time. Like even with Juice, it was a lot. I had to deal with his uncle. I had to deal with his mom.
He was fairly young then.
And he was young, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Then, then he had other people in the group because he was on, everybody wanted to rap. It just was a lot. I don't have no whole bunch of money.
Right.
I didn't have no record label for real. Like I just knew I had something. I knew how to go hard and I knew that it was gonna work.
Okay.
So I had through the relationships that I built, when I got behind him, we only had time for one. You see what I'm saying? Because we got,
see.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 8th Ave was the one. And that's
Right.
and you knew he was the one. And you knew it wasn't nobody but God because when we go in the studio, we ain't got to pay.
Oh.
We
Okay.
ain't paying nothing because they knew when he win, we win.
Right.
Photographer, photo shoot, they coming to the house.
Yeah.
Doing the whole video in the house.
Right.
We ain't got to pay. Photo shoot, everything. When we get on stage, we don't pay. Like people was surrounding us.
Because they knew.
Because they knew that he had something and they knew with me that the city was going to be put on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you said
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah.
That's why I said what now?
Why he said,
he could have been something,
Yeah. So that's why
but
you
he
said
can't
what
stay
you
out of
said.
trouble, bro.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
when did you part ways?
Like I said, the buzz started going and we, I was telling I think his name Bees he from Jeezy. Not Jeezy. He's a producer from Jacksonville. From Lake City, but he moved to Jacksonville.
Oh, MGZ.
MGZ, help me out. Thank you.
Okay.
So
He the
MGZ,
director.
I seen him in the club and he said, when he get out, call me. And I did. And so when we got out, we went down to a studio and I told 8th Ave about him. We walked in the door. Jeezy made a beat from scratch right then on the dot.
Wow.
And that was our first song that got on the radio.
Okay.
So once we got on the radio, like I said, they really thought that 8th Ave was the muscle behind it. No, he rapped. I was the muscle.
You was the muscle and the brain.
I'm the brains.
And the brain.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all got to understand when God just let things fall in place for you like that, that's God.
Right.
Yeah.
It's something there.
Right.
Now you can either mess up your blessing or you can take your blessing.
Right.
And he messed up his blessing.
Oh man.
He messed up his blessing. And so it was people in the streets, that wanted him. J-Boy and Ma B, I got you. Come over here. We got, I did all the work.
Right. But they didn't know that.
They knew that.
Oh, they
I'm a
knew that.
female.
Yeah, they did.
Of course they know.
I'm a female.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We don't get respect like that.
Don't.
You
Just a pretty face.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But they respected me, but they didn't want me to win.
That sounds about right.
I'm going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want me to win.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew we were on our way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. We got on the radio that day, and it was Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the radio, and his family was there, my family there. We screaming, hollering, we jumping up and down, and next thing I know, he leave. I don't see him no more. He gone.
Gone. Oh.
So while he's gone, I don't know if he thought he had done made it all the way. I don't know if he had a record deal somewhere. I don't know what he thought, but he tried to go back and backtrack to all those people who was on the team, because now they part of the team.
Right.
MGZ, Willie Ducey, he did the videos. We was going to Crescendo's back then. Crescendo's the best studio in
shit.
Gainesville.
Yeah.
We're going to top of the line studio. We ain't going to nobody's house. We're going to a real deal studio.
Yeah.
Shout out Sean.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Sean. I ain't seen him forever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he tried to circle back, and they're like, well, where's he at? Oh, we ain't together no more. Oh, he said, well, you can come, but you got to pay.
Oh.
They didn't wait and see what he's going to do with that team. they were just locked in because they was really behind me.
Yeah, be
So
like
let me
that.
ask you this: that team, was it a white guy in that mix?
And Krishan, yes.
No, in his new team, because that guy hit me up about beats from you.
Oh, see, Zach, we went to school together.
Zach, okay,
But that was like his right hand man or something like that.
That was his best friend.
Okay,
Something like that was his best friend.
Okay.
That's his best friend.
Okay.
You have to understand. And let me first say this. I don't blame A5 for doing a lot of things that he done because number one, he was young.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Number two, I think his dad was in his addiction, so it wasn't like he had a structured life coming up.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of the stuff he did, I wasn't tripping. That's why when I went above and beyond, I wasn't tripping because I already knew his story.
Yeah.
And because he believed in me, I believed in him. You see what I'm saying?
There was a big trust factor.
Yeah, it was
in
trust.
that.
I was so locked into him that they thought we were going together.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Y'all crazy?
But that's just how.
Yeah, but none of the guys, if I was dating somebody, they didn't understand it. You see what I'm saying? So Zach was that best friend, brother type to him,
Yeah.
you know? And so what he said was a big influence on him. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of it, I think he was in his ear too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Once he got to a certain point in their mind, they think money's the only thing gonna take you a little bit farther.
Mhm.
But you didn't realize we were blessed.
Mhm.
This man walked in the studio, made one song, and it's on the radio. He didn't see that.
Sound like artists when they. Well, we talked about with Boom Man about how they just get so comfortable.
Yeah.
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 So I think they thought that, okay, we just need some money now because we're already here. And then we're going to be, but once you try to circle back, they weren't on it. You got to pay. And it wasn't cheap, and it hurt. But
Yeah,
I
can
just felt
imagine.
like, once I got through it, I said, okay, it's time to do your own thing.
So you never got an explanation on why they decided to make that decision?
Mm-mm. He never called, never apologized, never said anything.
Zach never said nothing to you?
Mm-mm. Zach never called.
I would love to get that interview.
Zach was too busy on the phone with me trying to get free
Nope.
beats from you, Driller.
Oh my God.
But he wasn't gonna get him.
Here we go.
He wasn't gonna get him not for the free.
Yeah.
Boy,
So-
you trying to go legit. You trying to go legit, but we need them duckies, boy. We not giving nothing away,
Literally trying to
boy.
go.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So could you imagine? Like that's crazy.
That hurt.
Yeah, it hurt it, but it is what it is.
And he was the only artist.
The
that you
only
locked
artist.
Yeah.
with like that.
Yeah, she was behind that boy like crazy.
And then I felt that, and I feel it like, what's his name from 1900 Block? June.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan.
He made a whole song about me,
Oh, yeah?
dissing me.
It was a diss track. Ooh, girl.
Not June with the
Ooh,
diss track going
girl. You had a diss track.
What he dish you for?
But I'm messing up my mind.
It was something so petty.
Mm.
I think I made a comment, something about that Juice Squad crew was bigger than 1900 Block.
Oh,
And
man.
Oh,
Kodak
no.
said something,
Yeah.
all I had to do was say one thing.
Yeah.
It was so
Lord.
little that I don't even remember what
They
it
was
was.
ready to jump
So
on your
they
head.
hated me. I got beef.
We got
You got-
beef
you got
in
rap
these
beef out here in the
I got
street.
rap.
And you don't
It's
even
1900.
rap.
Don't even rap.
Okay.
So I'm in a club and because I only go out when it's time. Because when I go out, if you see pictures, you see me. I'm out working. I'm not out hanging out.
I get
Right.
it. I get
So
it.
I'm out, and next thing you know, he must be knew I was coming, and he rapped, and everybody looked at me. I didn't even hear it.
Mm.
So everybody looking at me. Ooh, did you hear that? Oh, I'm like, no.
Oh, so he performing this. He performing this.
performed it
Oh.
live.
This track. And
While
you
I'm there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. And you so worried about what you got going on. You ain't even paying attention.
Nah,
ain't
because
paying attention.
working.
Working. That's how it be.
That's crazy. So
That's how it be.
So now
Yeah.
you the ops.
I'm the ops.
Oh my- So how did that situation be handled? Did you just like let it be, or did
I
you
just let it go. What am I supposed to say? Like,
Yeah.
You can't
Come on.
rap. What you gonna do?
Listen,
Get on
She
the
can't
we-
respond.
Okay.
I can't respond. What you want me to rap?
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so I mean, he said what he said. He felt some kind of way, and that's
Yeah.
fine. And
Yeah.
a lot of people like that. There are people right now still don't even speak to me, and I don't even know why,
Mm.
because of that whole era. you know, and it's cool, you know. I mean, listen, we on stage with Juvenile, you know.
Right.
I got pictures with all of us, him with so many different artists. Like
Right.
we was there, you know, and they wanted that. They wanted to be there, and they were for real about it, and they probably would have won.
Right.
You know, but you know, that was my assignment at the time.
Okay.
To let me know that I can do this, one.
For sure.
2, make sure that you know what you're doing, get that paperwork right.
Right.
And 3, invest in yourself and stop investing in everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you learn from that whole situation?
Just what I just said.
That's what you learned.
Stop
That's what I
investing in
learned.
everybody else and invest
So-
in myself.
To invest in myself.
All right, so let's go big. So
She said, let's go back.
After that whole situation, you started investing in yourself. So what did Tara J do?
So I'm
After
watching
that.
TV because, you know, I like to be the first.
Okay.
So I'm watching TV and the dance competition was on.
Mm-hmm.
They had Dancing Dolls.
Dancing dolls, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said,
yeah,
wait
yeah,
a minute.
yeah,
I said,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I called the school, got the gym, started doing dance competition. Wayne Head was a DJ back then. He was my first DJ.
Okay.
food truck?
Listen,
Yeah, Wayne Head used to be a DJ.
man, come on.
Oh, wow.
That
I
was
didn't know
my
that.
DJ
Okay.
at the dance competition.
Okay.
Never did this before.
Mm-hmm. Of course, right.
Get online, started posting just like I did Go Hard. Started posting. I started, you know, requesting all dance teams, joining all the groups on Facebook, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Got Wayne Head. We got the rules together and we started doing dance competitions.
Oh.
Trav, you know, Trav
Mm-hmm.
from the photographer.
Mhm.
Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
Trav Mullins. Shout out to Trav. That's my boy there.
Yeah, he was pretty dope.
I was his first job
Mm.
Wow.
and he recorded.
You like being the first,
I
don't
know.
you?
I'm telling
First
you.
one to
You
did
like
that.
being the first.
Yeah.
They don't know for
Damn,
real.
you gotta let them know.
They don't know.
You gotta let them
Yeah.
So
know.
I started doing dance competitions. And when I did dance competitions,
Mm-hmm.
then Gainesville started creating dance teams.
Mm.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I
So
remember.
they had about 4 or 5 different dance teams. So when I started doing that, everybody started coming to Florida. And I did the biggest one,
Mm.
what I did at the Martin Luther King. That was the biggest one. They had charter buses from Miami. We had a video went viral. This boy was dancing. I don't know where that video at, but
Wow.
teens was everywhere.
Wow.
And I started doing that. Yeah, I liked that.
Are you still? You're not doing that currently?
No,
Are you thinking about getting that back up and
the
running?
dance team.
Yeah.
Well, through that, thank God, I did that, and I caught the eye of one of the Dancing Dolls' mom,
Okay.
Okay.
and I started doing booking for her.
Mm.
So I'm in Florida, and I'm booking in Louisiana to do a dance competition for her. So I partnered with the lady, one of the dance team that's in that city.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, promote it, do this event for me.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep all the money from the concession stand. Go ahead and book the gym and everything, promote it, get all the teams together, and then we're gonna come there. She's gonna fly in. So I did that for about a year.
Okay.
Yeah, with one of the Kenjanae from the Dancing Dolls.
Okay.
Okay.
So that opened up that door for me. And I did that for a while. Mm-hmm.
I remember the
Yeah,
dancing
I did that for a while. And when we did that big one, one of the parents got so mad she wanted to jump on me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So I got security there. I don't know what the hell he doing. He on
Shit,
he on
ain't
this
doing
He on the break. He
He
on the break.
He
Ain't doing no goddamn security.
he hollering
Securing ain't
them dancing
securing.
mamas out
Them
there.
dancing
Okay,
mamas.
security was not
He
secure.
hollering at dancing mamas out there.
Okay.
It was a mess. So the moms was mad. And this is my thing. When I do something, I'm going to do it right.
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 I don't play those games. I'm going to put my money up. I'm going to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have the judges
Mm-hmm.
on one side of the room. I'm over with a DJ at because I got to make sure the music is right,
Right.
and what song they be played when
Right.
and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't never go to the judge table
Right.
because I don't want y'all to think, one, I got anything to do with. I don't want to know what y'all got going on.
Right.
I'm paying y'all to do that. So don't talk to me.
Right.
5 judges.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they lose, it's my fault.
Yeah.
You ain't nowhere
Yeah.
near the table. You ain't hear the conversation.
And I did that because I told my girlfriend, Ryan, you handle all that with judges. I got everything else.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I got to run the concession stand. I got to make sure the security when they post. I got to worry about the front. It's a lot I got to do.
Right.
But after that, one time when she wanted to fight me, I said, you know what, I'm just done. It was just, I was over it. Yeah. Because it take a lot of time, a lot of money. And I was good at it. They want me to do it again, just like they asked me to do the Go Hard Hip Hop Awards again. I just feel like that door is closed. I don't even know some of the artists right now.
Right.
You know, and you know, it's time for somebody else to pick that up.
I'm in it, and I don't even know half the artists.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, but listen. Speaking of the music being right, today we got DJ Fatigue in the building.
Yeah.
Give it for DJ Fatigue, y'all. Give it for DJ Fatigue. Yo, grab the mic, T. Grab the mic, T. Let us know.
Look, he's finna play some music.
What's up, y'all? My fault.
What's going on, man? Tell the people where you from and how you got your start as a DJ, man.
I'm from Gainesville, Florida. I started off being a DJ. My friends wanted to rap and they wanted to perform, and you know I was making beats already, so it was just like, why not? I started off. My first show was like at it's like a salon or something like that they turned into like a little like dance floor, like kind of near Satchel's or whatever.
For sure.
Helped some homies perform there, and that was one of my first shows.
That's what's up, man. So how long you been at it?
I've been at it probably since high school, literally. Like my senior year of high school is when I played that first show.
Damn,
You got a baby face. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
About high school. Wait a minute. How long ago was that?
You heard that Driller, my dog, say he made beats.
Yeah,
too,
I heard
man.
him, bro. I was gonna say
Okay.
something about that.
Yes, sir. I'll let you know, my boy.
Fatigue.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
absolutely. But yeah, no, it's just something I've always wanted to do, and you know, it's just kind of like how she was saying. You know, I'm gonna just put my all into it at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You got to,
Exactly.
man.
You were dope. You were very unconventional with your mixes, but I wouldn't have thought to put some of the mixes you put together. But
Thank
I
you.
really
No,
enjoyed
yeah.
it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to do just stuff differently all around the board.
For sure,
You
for
can
sure.
cuss, bro. You straight. You can cuss.
Well, hey, check this out. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with more from Tara J.
Take us out, DJ Fatigue. Let's
Let
go.
me get something.
In a world full of noise, clarity is everything. And Evan Melville knows just that. From the sound of the streets to the top of the charts, he's engineered it all. 21 Savage, Gucci Mane, Summer Walker, ATL Jacob, Boss Man D-Lo, Young Nudie, and the list goes on. Need that industry-ready sound? Tap in with Evan Melville. Book your session today. evanmelville.com. The clarity speaks volumes. The sound speaks for itself.
If you're looking for some of the hottest up-and-coming artists, check out I Do It For My City Artist playlist, curated by me, CEO D. The playlist is available on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you are an artist that's trying to get on the playlist, just book your service at IDoItForMyCity.com.
We were born to be legends. Ain't no telling where we headed. I'm going up to another level. I'm so tired of being down, I can't stand it no more. We were born to be legendary.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, we back. And I wanted to ask you about your friend Sabrina, your best friend.
She looking like who?
I don't know, I might say the name wrong. Did I?
Yeah, I don't know who Sabrina
Who
is.
You don't know Sabrina?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, I got the wrong name. But anyway, your friend, you got a friend
You got a friend.
that told you to reset.
Oh, Sabrina.
Oh, Sabrina.
She actually was a spiritual friend.
Okay.
And that was a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
told you to reset.
She told me to reset. And that's when I really started just focusing on me. I done had to reset about 5 times now.
Yeah, it's cool. You can reset how many
I
times?
had to reset a lot.
I'm in the middle of a reset myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had to figure out what I was supposed to be doing because I knew I had a gift.
Mhm.
I had a gift of bringing people together.
Right.
I had a gift of finding a need and finding something that need to be changed and figuring out. I had a gift of putting it together and making sure that it was a spirit of excellence when I do it.
Right.
So I had to figure out what was that. And I think, and I just spoke. I wrote down the list and I wrote down what all I want to achieve. And I, and one by one, I've done that.
So you feel like writing your thoughts and your plans down is a form of manifestation?
Oh, it definitely is.
For sure.
It feels so good when you achieve it. It feels so good when you
Right.
look and you say, "Oh shoot, I did that."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It
And
does.
it
'Cause you
gets
seeing it.
exciting.
Right.
Right.
'Cause it's
Yeah.
playing out in fruition.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
it's good to have a plan. You
Right,
know?
right. Most
You
definitely.
can't just keep talking about what you're gonna do. God wants you to put some skin in the game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta. So if I'm gonna build this building, got to start looking for the building. I gotta start getting my credit right. I gotta start doing all these things.
Yeah, you got to put the
some
legwork
skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? Then God, go ahead and push you on the way through. Because if you ain't for real about it, He ain't finna be
Right.
Nah, for
investing
sure, for
in
sure.
you. Yeah.
Right.
So. Mhm.
So let's
Okay.
talk more about that building.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about
You
that.
believe that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tell us about the building.
Yeah.
Where is the building now?
The building is in Waldo.
Okay.
Like as a decorator, like I said, once I started doing the dance competition, I started really pouring into my decorating skills and doing weddings and parties and stuff like that. Going
That's
to different
right.
venues
Yeah.
and things like that, and investing in a building. And I met a lot of people along the way, but I wanted my own.
Right.
You know, I
Right.
wanted my own space.
Right.
If I would have had it back in the go hard days, boy, look at here.
Yeah, it would have been different.
It would
It would've been real different.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wanted my own space, and I had, looked at this building,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, nobody's gonna come down a Waldo. And I'm looking in Gainesville, looking here, and my
Mhm.
credit bad. I got bad credit. My money, right like it used to be. And the guy that I was dating at the time, he wasn't no motivator or anything. He was a hater a little bit.
Hey, we all
Yeah,
fall
he
for
was a
them.
hater.
We all
Yeah.
fall for
Yeah.
them. Mhm.
So I
Part of
got
the
in the
game.
truck game trying to invest in the venue.
Okay.
So I bought a semi truck,
Hmm.
and I said, okay, I'm gonna build my money up, then I get my venue. Well, it didn't work like that. So I just waited and kept looking, and he really talked me out of it.
Mhm.
He told me, he said, nobody's coming to Waldo. This don't make sense. Da da da. So I let it go.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
I let it go.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at this one place, and the lady was like, oh, you got to put $5,000 on this. And I was just crying. I said, God, I ain't got no $5,000. So I just went home and laid in the bed. And Holy Spirit said, get up and go back and look in Waldo again.
Mm-hmm.
I said, ain't nobody coming down there. So I got up that morning and I went to Waldo. And building was old, ran down. And I called the number on there. And she came in and she says, what are you going to build here? She a Vietnamese, 5'5". And she looked at me, what are you going to do here?
She looked
And
at
I
me.
says, I'm going to do weddings and parties and all that. She says, well, I don't know what all that is. She says, but I'll rent the building to you. I said, how big is it? She said, this is about 5,000 square feet. I said, okay. I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna be able to afford that. Because, in Gainesville, it's $1 every
square foot.
every square foot.
Yeah.
So she says, you want it? I said, yeah, I want it. I said, well, how much is it?
Mhm.
She says, I'm not fixing nothing. I said, what do you mean? She says, if you get this place, I'm not fixing anything. I said, well, how much is it? She says, I want my money on the first every month. I said, well, how much is it? She says it's $1,000. I said to myself, bitch, where I sign at?
Hell no.
Where do I signed?
Oh
Yeah.
my
So
God.
she was like, well, I need $3,000. I said, when you want me to meet you? She said, come back tomorrow. So I went home and I'm just crying all the way home. Like, God, are you for real? Because in my mind,
Mhm.
all I got to do is paint the walls, put the floor down, and move in.
Mhm. Easy enough. Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So went down there, and I don't know what made me call the fire inspector. Asked him, could he meet me down there? And he met me
Oh,
down
no.
there. And he told me what I had to do and stuff like that.
That's when it got real.
That's when it got real.
Mm.
Went and seen the city manager. She said, yeah, you can do it. Everything is fine. It's approved to have the venue. Went back to the lady and I took the money to her. And she said, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this money. I said, but I just, seen the fire inspector and they tell me I gotta do this. She says, I don't care. I don't care. She says, you pay rent. You do. I don't care.
Damn.
And I'm walking around. I said, God, like, what? Now, why did you send me down here? And the lady, she says, you know what? I like you. Same day. All this happened the same day. I said, oh, yeah. She says, I really do. She says, I'm getting old. I said, okay. She says, and I want to get rid of all this stuff. She said, I'm going to make you a deal. I said, what? She says, you rent for a year.
Now she got the accent.
Get yourself together. Get this place fixed up, run it like you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'll sell it to you for $95,000. I said, huh? She says, I'm going to keep it as $1,000 a month. You ain't got to put no money down. After a year, every $1,000 that you pay for rent will go towards your mortgage. I'm going to write it up and I'm going to show you how to own this building. And she did that. She did that. And COVID hit. And by that time, I added another year on. And she says, Tara, you got to hurry up. I ran out of money.
She was ready to retire.
Yeah, I know. She said she felt like she was getting sick.
Oh, no.
And she says, but, I kept running out of money. I'm trying to, remodel and stuff like that. Yeah, we had grants and stuff coming in for people with businesses, but, it wasn't enough. I had to put a whole plumbing in there, like everything. I had to put wasn't just coming in. No, I had to dig the ground up, put plumbing, bathrooms, electrical.
Wow.
When I thought I was just going to paint and walk in there, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But when I had that doubt, she told me I can buy it. So it was worth me to put it in. Because now I'm not renting, I'm buying.
Right.
And this is going to be mine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now I got to change my mindset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so she gave me another year and she called me. She said, it was in December. She said, Tara, I don't feel good. I want to go to the doctor. She says, but I don't want to go because I don't want to go and they tell me something bad and something happens to me. And our children have to sort out what me and you talked about. I don't want them to have to sort this out and then you lose, and then your children lose out. She said, so get it together. What I got to do? She said, I said, well, give me 3 months, no rent, and let me get it together. She's never called me like that in the middle of the night. So I knew she was serious.
Yeah.
So I had, business, I wasn't open. So, I got sort of behind. And so she said, catch all that up and I'm going to put the mortgage in your name. And she did that.
Oh, wow.
And I got it in my name. And then when I got it in my name, had my grand opening. She kept her word. Everything, was going good for the first 6 months. And then everything just went down.
What you mean?
Like people wasn't booking. They weren't, they were saying it was too far, but they going everywhere else. They going to Newberry, they going to Alachua, they going to Jacksonville, but they not coming down there and supporting me. So it was rough for me.
What made it turn around?
It took about 2 years. What made it turn around was me not doing what I told God I was going to do. I was trying to make it out of a club.
Oh, man.
That's not what I promised God I was going to do.
Yeah.
I told God I was going to have a venue for events, weddings, for them to have events and weddings, for me to do my empowerment brunches so I didn't have to go to the hotel. And because that's what I was going to the hotels for, to have my empowerment stuff.
Right.
But I tried to turn it into a club.
Sound about right. The minute you stop doing.
That's not what we talked about.
Right.
You know what I mean? So once I got back on track, and I think this year, matter of fact, since July, this year is when I really, now everything is going like it's supposed to be going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it too. So I definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. I
Yeah.
can see that the
Yeah.
change that you're doing and you're promoting and how
Yeah.
you're advertising. You've been in business. I've been booked every day
And you do
since
a good
October.
job with the decorations too.
Yeah,
I must
thank
say that.
you.
I've seen some
Thank
stuff, I'm
you.
like, wow, this is extravagant, right?
Yeah.
That's your
It's really
passion.
good.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. Okay.
Definitely is. Yes.
So let's talk about the content, because you're a content creator now.
You see this?
I see it. I caught a couple of them. So let's talk about you making content.
I don't know. I just when I went to the city commissioner meeting, and I was like, they didn't know I was there. And she was like, yeah, you got to get some professional photos and send it to us. So what she was telling me is, you ain't looking professional right now. So I'm on y'all website, but when y'all show Waldo, y'all show that old train station.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got this beautiful venue. Why y'all don't show the front of my building?
Mm-hmm.
And when she said that, that stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you got to do something. And I don't want to just appeal to Black people. I want to appeal to white people,
Right.
as well.
Right.
So that's why I hired a photographer to start taking pictures of my decorations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do make some content created, for us too. But I just feel like it's a way for people to get to know me again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They just know the old me. Oh, she a promoter. She be in the club and stuff like that. They don't know who I am now. They don't know the struggles that I've been through. They don't know all the things that I've done, to get where I am right now. So I just want to share some of my stuff with them and promote the business as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So this
Yeah.
is a way of you rebranding who you are.
Basically, yes.
You're no longer the promoter. You own an event hall.
Yeah.
It's a completely same thing, different avenue.
Right.
Right.
So okay,
Exactly.
I got it.
Yeah, and I had to put more into my business. I did it the right way. I know people that go out and they buy all this stuff for decorating and this and that, and can't really afford it. Well, they don't
Right.
have the overhead that I have. And I never really invested in my business. I never did a commercial. I never did any kind of advertisement, just that. So I had to really pour into myself
Right.
if I wanted, to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I was talking about was like the videos that I've been seeing of you talking about like relationships and all kind of stuff.
Exactly.
That
That's the
content.
getting to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I
Yeah.
did the business and I did the personal stuff because
Yeah.
people have an image of what they think about me, and
Yeah.
Right.
and
Of course.
they don't know that I ain't had sex in 3 months.
Oh,
3
Lord.
years.
Oh Lord.
They think
Celibate.
they think I've been around here just because I'm the posts I make and stuff I talk about. They're like,
yeah.
oh Lord, somebody done hurt our heart again. They don't even know.
Oh man.
So I'm just taking everything that I learned, and I did that the celibacy just to focus on me,
Right.
meaning that I had to get it right.
Right.
Not only just for a relationship, but even a relationship with my children.
Mhm.
So how can I go and and have this whole business and pour into my business when my family's falling apart?
Right.
You
It
see what I'm
definitely
saying?
shifts your focus.
It
Right.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
So I had to step back and really do that. So when I make these videos, I'm talking about relationships and things like that because I want them to know that all that's a part of the business because you focus so much on the business that you forget about, people will say, oh, she don't come support my events. I be busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And not only that, I don't have nothing to wear. I'm not shopping
Right.
because I'm so busy focusing on this win that I'm like, when I get there, then I can ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I had to stop that. I'm missing my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to these things because I'm so busy and locked in. I'm not enjoying the relationship because they get mad because I'm working them to death.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when they can't provide to do the things I'm doing, now I got a whole attitude. I'm missing out, on events with my boss friends. I'm not going to their, engagements because I'm so busy focusing. I miss so much.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm rebranding. I'm out here. I want y'all to know me. And, because God finna do something. I don't know when, and He's been doing it.
Right.
I don't know when, but I want them to see the steps I had to take to get to where I am.
Okay.
It wasn't that I'm in church every Sunday because I don't even go to church anymore. Not because God has done anything to me. I just felt like I got what I needed at that ministry, and now I'm out here. And when I want to find somewhere to go, I want to be covered because I do need that support, but I have trust issues.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want them to know that I done been out there. I done been in, multiple relationships that didn't work. I cussed, I drank, I did all these things, but God's still blessing me because I got a relationship with Him, and you can do it too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on right now.
For sure.
That's what's up.
So now that you said you're rebranding and that you've been so busy, how are you finding balance in life? How are you taking care of you in the midst of everything that you have going on?
That's a good question. Right now, I try to, on Sundays is my day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do nothing. You know, I would love to go to church. I'm not there yet, but I just relax. I go out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of stuff by myself. That's my day. I don't take no events. I don't work or anything. I do that on my day. You know, I take time out.
Mm-hmm.
On Mondays, I do all my content. Some of that stuff I be posting, I don't even be on social media. I schedule it.
See?
See?
I schedule all my stuff.
See?
When people think that, girl, go to sleep. I am asleep. I'm asleep.
I am sleep.
I am.
So I schedule my content on Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
I edit my videos on Monday,
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm working. When I get off of work, I'm still working.
Right.
I work at a job and then I work at my building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working 6 days. I work 6 days a week. Friday, I get ready for my events.
Mm-hmm.
I decorate, clean, whatever I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday is the events, you know. But I just plan everything, you know, all that. I set schedules.
As you
You're not
should.
finna be,
As
no.
you should.
You're not, and that's what I have to do because I can't do all this one thing, you know. I mean, all things at one time.
Right.
You know, just like I was talking to you before the show. I'm planning for next year because now next year I have to do my event because I got to push the business first. Then I can work on trying to build that. But I needed the people to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So now next year I can fall back a little bit and start planning one event a month. But it's going to be stuff that people can use because what I've learned during content, if you can solve a problem, they're going to listen. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
People not finna keep paying $20, and my bartender had to make me realize this. They ain't finna keep paying $20. You got the same tablecloths that you had the last 6 times they came, but you want them to pay $20 to come in there.
Yeah.
Right. They're going to see the same people.
They're going to see the same people.
Right.
But if I go and I have something like what I told you I'm planning when I announce it, and I decorate it based on what we're doing, okay, now we're in a different place. If I move to a different venue, now I'll pay for that.
Right.
So I'm doing things like that. And I just try to plan everything, you know, instead of just jumping up and doing things.
Okay.
How far out do you plan? 6 months, a year? Like
now 3-4 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So like next year, if everything falls through like it's supposed to, I'll have one event each month. And that's all I can take.
Right.
So that's why it's very important for me to start building relationships with other people so I can partner with them and I'm not doing it all by myself. And I'm not partnering with them because I ain't got the money. I'm partnering with them because I don't want the load to be on me.
Right.
And I don't mind eating with nobody else.
Right.
I don't mind seeing nobody else grow.
Right.
You know, so, you know, my doors is always open. Even at the MC right now, if y'all want to come throw a party, let's bust it down the middle and then we good. And you ain't got to put no money up front. You know how much my mortgage is? $1,000. I can make that at work.
Okay.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I can't lose.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't lose. But you know, it is what it is. But that's just me. Everybody not like me.
Facts. Well, we haven't had any issues with doing business as of yet. We've haven't, but you know, there's been some jankies.
Yeah.
There's been some jankies. But let me ask you this, because listening to your story, I hear so much of the things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Me being younger, you know, like you were a pioneer. So unbeknownst to me, I was following in your footsteps.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So for us young women who are trying to do, what would be your advice? Like, let's say you're talking to your younger self. What would be the advice that you would give your younger self?
Right. Find your passion first.
Right.
Find out what you're good at. Don't go do something else somebody else do.
Facts.
You know, just because Tangie make good Macaroni salad.
That's questionable.
Tuna salad.
That's questionable.
I know mine tastes good.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go make it just cause Tangy made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I had to throw that in there because
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
that's
She a marketing genius. I don't know what she behind them nasty folks, but
Listen.
whatever she got going.
You hear what I'm saying?
And how much money she brought
Listen.
in Gainesville alone?
See, this is me. And see how many you thinking?
Mhm.
People worry about tuna fish.
I don't care about the tuna fish. I'm looking at
People worry about
right.
what she looking like when she comes serving tuna fish.
Oh, she rude and this, that,
People
and
worry
third.
about what she driving when she bring the tuna fish.
Right.
I'm looking at how much money she made.
Okay.
How she can go to a city and they lined up for her and she ain't even there.
They
Right.
waiting on her.
How's she marketing? That's what I'm looking at. That's the business stuff that be like,
Yeah.
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 that's why I love her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't even got to taste the tuna
I
fish.
ain't got to take tuna fish. I'm a fan.
Okay.
Right.
I'm a fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that comes to and that's that mindset.
Mhm.
You know, and so when I'm talking to people, especially young people, and I'm always, you know, when I'm at work or wherever I am, I'm always encouraging people, you know, to do better. You know, just because you here at this job, don't go nowhere. You can't move up.
Right.
So you got to have goals. You got to have a plan. Like, don't settle for just being regular.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not regular. You
Right.
know, and when I
Right.
say I'm not regular, I'm not just gonna go, and nothing's wrong with it. Let me say that. I just feel like if you're gonna sit here and watch people on social media and dream and put all the stuff you're gonna say you're gonna do and not doing it, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to, if you can have all those things, but you got to plan it, write it down, manifest it, find out what you're good at. And when you do it, excel. Girl, I sold lemonade this summer.
Really?
I seen that.
Man, come on.
How
I
was
got
that?
5,000. Listen,
Get
let me run it
outta here.
down. I got 5,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
I got a house in Lincoln State that I rent out to independent living.
Okay.
I work 7 days a week. I don't want to tell everybody where I work at.
Yeah, don't do that.
7 days a week.
Mhm.
And girl, I'm out here selling lemonade.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And let me tell
That's
you
a good
why I
hustle.
That go
did
back.
it.
That go back to the hustlers.
Oh,
That's
that's a
right.
good hustle.
Yeah.
You know, so my girlfriend was like, she sell cotton candy. She was like, well, you need to come out here and sit with me. I said, I'm not sitting with you. I said, I got to be making some money. I'm not just going to sit out there with you. And she said, find something. I found a lemonade. And let me tell you something. When they come, you know what they said?
What?
Oh, this is a nice setup. My presentation.
That's how you get them.
Yeah.
That's how you get them.
I bought everything they had on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I sold out. So anything, I was passionate about that.
Mhm.
And I knew that it was a gift from God. Because listen, people was lining up for that lemonade.
Really?
My grandchildren was wanting to come with me. And there go one of the things on my list: build a close relationship with my children.
Oh, I
Right.
love that.
So the list, girl, the list.
Yeah. You got to write it out.
Got to write it out. So they calling me, Gigi, we going to sell lemonade today.
Oh.
You know, and we
Yeah.
got that, we created that bond because I've been so busy
Mhm.
that I didn't even had the time to build that relationship with them.
Mhm.
So that's one of the things that, you know, you got to find out what you're passionate. And when you do it to of a spirit of excellence.
Well,
Right.
this, is,
You
this
know.
is my passion.
Yeah.
Obviously, hosting,
Yeah.
Well, you better keep
doing
going.
events, podcasting, definitely
Yeah.
my passion for sure.
Yeah.
All right, then, host. Well, you know, take us a break.
Look.
All right, DJ. Well, we got to pay some bills, y'all. So DJ,
Audio cartel shit, baby.
this ain't just a podcast, it's a movement. From the block to the boardroom, I Do It For My City is where stories meet purpose. Now you can rep the culture loud and proud. Introducing official I Do It For My City merch. Hoodies, tees, hats, and more. Designed with heart, built for the hustle. Every piece tells a story. Every stitch is shout out to the people who grind from where they're from. So whether you're repping your hood, your hustle, or your heritage, do it with pride, do it with purpose, do it for your city. Available now only at IDoItForMyCity.com.
They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with me. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, yeah. They told me do it for the city, so I gotta go and get it. See, I'm focused and committed, live, yeah. And I'ma bring it back with me. If it ain't about money, ain't no sense with it, live, like. We don't know what Maybachs or Lamborghinis feel like.
All right, we are back. Now, before we're about to, head to close, we're ending this. It's been an amazing talk, getting to know you on a personal level. Now, what do you have next? I know you have a couple events that you want to.
All right. So finishing the year, just people booking. Like I said, I've been booked out. So God been really moving.
Yeah.
Now that I see that I got that part, I'm still doing that. Keep branding, keep promoting and things like that. Next year, I can start doing my personal events. One of the things that I'm bringing back is the Bosses Brunch. So we're going to do that March 13th.
Bosses?
The Bosses Brunch.
I love me a good
Yes.
brunch.
So it's usually females, but we're gonna try to do co-ed.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that
I wanna come to the Bosses Brunch too.
You gonna have some mimosas?
Yeah, definitely gonna have some mimosas.
I'll be there.
Definitely gonna have some mimosas and make sure that we have some vendors there. But this year I'm gonna put a little twist on it.
Okay.
Because it's the Bosses Brunch and we all here, especially going through this shutdown and things like that, I'm going to really focus into making sure that these females and men really tap into being entrepreneurs and getting their business lined up. It's more than just getting an LLC. Everything got to match. So I'm going to show them the things that I learned when I got my credit straight as a business owner that you should do in order so you can walk in and get the banks and get loans. So I want to definitely tap into that. And I'm sort of bringing awards thing back. So I'm gonna give, honor some people. I'm not gonna do a voting. I've been in this game for a minute. I know who's doing things and who's not. So I'm gonna get with my team, which is 3 other girls that's been with me for a while, and we're gonna sit down and try to honor them during this Bosses Brunch. And one of them is a man, far as food, because he's been cooking for a while. So I want to make sure that I honor him because we probably would never do that. You know what I'm saying? So here I am tapping into everybody, making sure that they feel appreciated and they feel supported and they feel honored. So I'm going to give away 3 awards at the Bosses Brunch. So that's a little something new that I didn't do before.
Okay.
Yeah.
We definitely going to be in attendance.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And then that little surprise that I told y'all about earlier. Y'all definitely got to be there.
You know we going to be there. You know we going to be there.
So Tara, where can everybody find you at?
Oh, I'm on TikTok, The Life of Tara J, because it is my life.
I like that.
The Life of Tara J.
Okay.
On TikTok, Instagram, The Life of Tara J. And on Facebook, I'm Tara James because I got my family and friends on there. So I'm on all social media platforms.
Okay. That's what's up.
What about you, DJ Fatigue?
DJ Fatigue, where can they find you at, man?
So on Instagram, I go, it's at prod.fatigue, prod.fatigue. And then SoundCloud is just The Real Fatigue. Dropping stuff very, very soon. I'm always playing shows around here, so definitely catch a set, you guys.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. Definitely enjoyed you. I definitely enjoyed you. It's been amazing.
I thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
I truly enjoyed myself. I want y'all to know this has really, really
your first
just touched my heart. Yes.
Yeah.
It just make you feel like everything that you prayed for is, coming to.
Yeah.
What is it? Fruition?
Yes,
that's right.
That's it.
I got you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes, I do appreciate it. I mean, it's good seeing y'all
You too, baby.
for the first time and again.
Right.
And just thank y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Absolutely.
We need stuff like this.
Vice versa.
Yes.
And this won't be the last time we see each other, and hopefully it won't be the last time we have you on the podcast.
Oh no, we're gonna do some business together.
As we
Yes, ma'am.
excited.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. All right, then, y'all. So that concludes episode 8.
8 is in the books, y'all.
Do it from my city podcast.
We are
right.
out.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. DJ Fatigue, take us out.
The hardest to build a buzz online and in the streets is I Do It For My City, the platform. It's I Do It For My City. We do in-studio performances, live freestyles, artist showcases, and interviews conducted by I Do It For My City, the podcast. If you need motion, we got motion for your on the I Do It For My City platform. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Or email idoit4mycity@gmail.com.
Yeah.
out the trap in the trenches. Fresh off a bit doing business. I took the show on the road. Yeah, road to the rim.
I'm going hard cause I want it all. 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 I got the wave.
Blowing money fast, whole lot of cash. Hit the stove and we get that shit right back. Blowing money fast, flip phone ringing and we got the jewels knocking. Whole lot of traffic and we heard the feds watching. Whole lot of work.
I wanna make you a superstar. Yeah, we can get it. I'm a skinny kid. I'm coming from the city. Looking at you, I can see.
With you niggas, a lot of you soft and really ain't living that shit that you told. I hang with feelings, ain't nobody telling. Cause where I'm from, we do not fuck with the low. But hold another.
We beat them jits, nigga. From the 3. 5-2, EPK, who we be?
I feel like you like pterodactyls. We got old birds. I gotta go and risk. I could Whippy Goldberg. Hit the house.
K who run the city? Let me set the record straight. Let me set the record straight.
For a bit, bro, wristwatch. Racing through the streets, catch a sir, that's a pit stop. Scramble up the bird.
Tired of you. You make a bitch wanna fight.
We done blew up by the pound. Pass a bus around. Can't fit the liquor.
5 a.m. in the trap phone ringing.
You're my baby for life.